Hey, it's Carrie from Core Strength Pilates. If you want to work on your lower core and hip strength, this is a video for you. Come and join me. I have ankle weights around my ankles. I have a head cushion. We are going to be doing some toe taps. If you know that you like to do Pilates with the ball underneath your hips when you do it, some people find it just switches off their hip flexors. You can always pop that under your hips when we start that series. Okay, as always, let's start with a warm up. Let's come on down to our mat in relaxation position. Knees bent, feet flat on the floor, arms down by our side. And from here, just settle into the mat. Take a nice 4 or 5 second breath in. And as you exhale, let your rib cage and your pelvis and your head sink into the mat. Good. Another breath in. As you breathe out, engage the core, pelvic tilts. Slowly send your low back into the mat. Breathing in, come into neutral, or if you want to come into a gentle pelvic extension, feel free. One more pelvic tilt. Breathing out to imprint. Breathing in to come back. And then a spine curl. So breathing out, imprint your low back. Engage those inner thighs to keep everything really strong. Wheel your hips up. So my glutes are fired, my hips are up, my ribs are down. Breath in. Breathing out, send your knees over your toes, articulate down, tuck that pelvis under into neutral. One more. Breathing out to spine curl up. Breath in. Breathing out to come on down. Good. Arms into a low V, hip rolls. Knees and feet together. Take a breath in as you breathe out, rotating over towards the right. Lengthen the top left hip down. Breathing in, use those obliques and the bottom leg to draw you back up into center. Carry on. You're going to do 2 in each direction. Relax your body. Use your breath. Once you're even, you're going to then come into center and engage that core. Drag your feet in towards your hips and give yourself a little hug. Rock side to side. Lovely. From there, you're going to come into a double knee fold. So if you want your knees slightly apart, if that's more comfortable in your hips, that's absolutely fine with me. Traditionally, your knees are glued as well, but certainly your feet. Make sure you come into a neutral pelvis so your low back is not imprinted on the mat. You're in neutral. Arms into a low V, double knee fold, hip rolls. Breath in, breathing out. Hip roll over to the right. You still have to lengthen that top hip down. Your obliques are really working hard here to keep you centered and grounded. And if you have the weight on your ankles, you're feeling just a little extra push. One more to each side. And then once you come into center, hold up there. We're going to do toe taps. So have your legs now hip distance apart. And make sure your head is on the head cushion so your ribs are down and engaged, however many head cushions or not that you need. Take a breath in as you breathe out. Draw those hip bones together to engage the lower core, opening from that left hip, nice and slow. Breathing out. Breathing in, focus on that little muscle to draw it back in nice and slow. Carry on alternating sides. Slow is harder. Just in my mind, I'm just thinking about that cute little core muscle doing it all. Keep going. So again, if you want to do the series on the ball, feel free. And if you would like a little more challenge and want to bring your arms into the bottom part of your shoulder drop, feel free. If you would like to come into a dead bug, or the opposite comes into shoulder flexion as you toe tap down, always breathing out as everything comes away from your midline, breathing in, using your core to drag it back in. Good job. Keep going. We're going to do one more set of these. And then after that, we're just going to add on a leg extension with a slight external rotation. So the knee is slightly going out. So I'm going to extend my left leg away, and you can see my knee is just pointed a little further out. You can bring your arm all the way down or keep it here, whichever version you like to do, but use that lower core to bring that leg back in. That's the hardest bit of the exercise. It's right there. It's so far away from you. Use it, not to drop it, but to bring it back in. Carry on. If this is going into your back or too much, just go back to your toe taps. Totally cool. One more on each side. When you're done, bring your knees in towards your chest. Good job. Good. Double knee fold. Have your knees apart and heels together. Remove your head cushion. Clasp your hands. Bring it back behind your head. Head is heavy, shoulders down and engaged. Pelvis is in neutral. Nod your chin towards the chest, send the ribs down to come into a curl up position. Okay? Double leg froggy toe taps. Breath in, breathing out slowly. Keep squeezing those heels, opening from the hips. The knees are staying in the same angle here. All the work is just coming from opening the hips, and the lower core is doing the work. Good. You have 3 more. Breathing out and in. I mean, I am shaking here. You must be shaking. Keep going. Send those ribs down. Lengthen through the crown of the head. 1 more. And bring everything in. Bring your head down. Good job. Good. Roll over onto your side. Ready for side lying. So you can bend the bottom knee. The shoulders in full shoulder flexion here. Get my mic in place. Hips are stacked, shoulders are stacked. Top leg is lengthened away like I'm pulling on it and in line with the spine. Ready? Lengthen, lift, and lower. Again, it's the length and the reach of the leg that you really get that extra work. And then have a look to make sure the knee is always pointed forward. So I don't want you to come out of it. We want to work just the side of the hip. Good. 2 more. Come into center and little circles. So bring it back behind you. You have to tuck your pelvis so the extension comes from the hip and not the back. Bring it around. 3 circles in each direction. So reverse when you're done with 3. Nice. And then bring it into hip height again. Point your toe. You're going to point forward, flex back, tuck in the pelvis as your leg goes back behind you. Lovely hip opener there. Good. Last one. Bring your leg into center and spell your name. So Jess uses a whole different range of muscles in the hip. If you got the weights on, sorry, I only have 4 letters in my name, so I'm going to go on to my surname, my last name. Keep going, however, or repeat your name. Ready? And release it down. Lovely. Let's go to the other side. Same thing. Bottom leg is bent. Full shoulder flexion. Shoulders are stacked. Hips are stacked. Bottom leg is in line with the hips. Ready? Knee is pointed directly forward. Lengthen, lift and lower. Should be feeling it just right here, just the side of the hip. 2 more. One side's going to be so much stronger than, well, not so much, but you might notice one side is stronger than the other. Good. And then from there, you're going to do circles, 3 in each direction, slow and controlled, keeping that pelvis in neutral. Reverse. Keep drawing that core in. Bring it into center, point forward, flex back. One more. Bring it into center and your names. So also in one direction, you're writing backwards. So it's confusing. Good. Keep going. Go with those letters. Go, go, go. Keep reaching that leg away from you. You're almost done. Oh, and bring it in. Good. From there, replace your head cushion. We're just going to have a little warm down here, opening up those hips. So bring your knees together, cross that left ankle over. And then we're going to glute bridge up. Okay, you're going to come on up and then just hold that glute bridge. You can have your hands under your hips if you want, and just let that knee sort of fall away from you and down. Good. Slowly come on down. Same thing on the other side. Glute bridge up. Nice. Trying to really open the knee. I can feel I have a problem with this knee, so this hip is really screaming at me today. And that's okay. It's probably just need to do a little more of these. Come on down, bring your knees together, feet together, arms into a low V. One hip roll to each side. Coming into center, we're going to do one spine curl with a rib cage closure. So breathing out, imprint your low back, keep those inner thighs active. Wheel your hips up towards the ceiling. Good. Breathing in to bring those arms back behind you. Breathing out, leave the arms down, spine curl down. Breathing in, just bring your arms up towards the ceiling and send your legs away from you. Ready? Nod your chin towards the chest, scoop the belly, rolling on up. Spine stretch forward. Oh, good. Come sitting up, however you like to sit up, whichever position, doesn't matter. Let's finish with a little lateral flexion. Breathing in and out. That feels so good. And out. Really anchoring the opposite hip down. You get the nice lateral flexion in the full spine in this position. I love it. Coming up. Coming into center. Thank you so much for joining me. If you enjoyed working out with me, please have a look in my bio. I do have a membership and run 2 live classes every week, and every other Friday as well as a totally different vibe flow in Pilates. It's been a pleasure moving with you. Keep moving and we'll see you soon. Have a good one. Bye.